Can I get it on? Yes. How are we doing? Are you guys tired? How are we doing? Amazing. So finally we come to the end to announce the winner of the Slush Play pitching competition. So you guys know we had 7 startups throughout these 2 days pitching here. And now we come to the end to announce one winner. Ooh. So, from the judging panel, we have Tommy and Jana, who are going to announce the winner of the pitching competition. Could you guys come on stage?
All right, thank you. All right, thanks everyone for having us. I want to level up, kind of zoom out before we announce the winner, and speak a little to why we're all here. So we're all here to support the founders and the ecosystem here in Iceland, in the Nordics. And I want to say a special thanks to all the founders who presented, and the founders here in the audience. So if you either were here up on stage, or you are one of the early employees of those companies, or you are yourself a founder of another company, would you please raise your hand? Do we have any out there? Okay, take a look around just so you can identify each other. So first of all, big round of applause to you guys. And second of all, as many of you know, there are ups and downs of being founders. It can be really exciting when you close a deal. It can be very stressful. You get down to the lows when things are not going your way. So first I wanted to say, if you're one of those people or you ever find yourself in the situation when you're in one of those lows during this startup, there's a whole community of people here that are here to help you. And if you have some experience and expertise and you've been through that before, please help out other people. It's an important thing to recognize that does happen to people. So, and I have heard a couple stories of that while I was here, so I just wanted to put that out there and acknowledge that as an important way that you guys can all support each other. All right. Okay, so now getting into the judges and the criteria that we use to evaluate the startups. So if you didn't see us up here, there are 4 of us, 2 guys, 2 gals. Our backgrounds are as investors and executives at other companies. Some of us have been involved in working with startups before, well, all of us actually. And we basically had 2 main criteria for evaluating these startups. The first was the market opportunity, and the second was the feasibility. And then we also gave points for presentation and just general swagger. Without further ado, Jana, why don't you kind of make the first announcement?
Yes, so before we announce the winner, first of all, well done everybody for pitching great presentations. And we decided that we would like to give an honorable mention to one of the startups, and that is Movie Mask. We really liked the presentation and also the guts that Ada, the girl who was presenting, showed. She was not supposed to first pitch originally, but then she found out that one of the companies dropped out, and she came yesterday and she really asked if she could pitch. And we believe that she did a really great job, and we admire that she was so driven, and the whole team is very young. So, well done.
Congratulations, thank you guys. All right, and now to announce the winner. The winner is a startup that has a few good things going for it. 1, the presentation was fantastic. It was very crisp. We all understood it very quickly. 2, it's in a growing market where we're very early, kind of in a trend of, I don't want to say what's going to reveal it, but so they're very early in a trend and it's in a growing area. 3, it's designed to scale. It's a web software company, and we've used startups as vessels for growth. So we're very excited to announce that the winner of the Slush Play pitch competition is Visor. Congratulations, Visor. Please come up. I believe we have some awards. So if you are here, yeah, please come up and receive your awards. Congratulations. All right, here they come. All right, come on up. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations, Visor.
Thank you.
I'm Salome. I'm the CEO of Icelandic Startups, the organizers of Slush Play. I'd like to use the opportunity to thank all of you for being with us during the last days. And I would also like to thank all of the speakers who flew in to be with us. And last but not least, our friends at Slush for a great partnership. Thank you. And congratulations to all the founders and Visor. Congratulations. Have fun tonight. Thank you. You need some help?
So we're near the end of our ride. Thank you all for paying so much attention, for participating, for clapping and cheering and laughing. We only have the closing remarks now, so I'm going to welcome to the stage Vignir Gudmundsson, the chairman of the IGI.
All right. Closing remarks. It's been all right? Woo! 2 full days of awesome gaming and VR discussions. And it's not over yet. We have a pretty awesome party tonight. Where's my clicker? That's a good question. Do you guys have the clicker? No worries. Okay. All right, so yeah, next slide until we find it. So I'm Vignir. I'm the chairman of IGI, which is the Icelandic Gaming Industry. I'm also the co-founder of Radiant Games, so we make mobile coding games, just to put that out there. And our first game is called Box Island. So definitely go check that out with your little ones. Next slide. So the video I'm about to show you, not yet, but just about to show you, is it's a pretty special one, I would say, because I think it actually encapsulates the actual founding moment of the decision of doing Slush Play. So if you run it, let's see, we're in Helsinki at Slush 2014. And this is startups. These are the ventures here from Iceland. You see Jonas there, Salm is there, Jenny from NSA Ventures. Hilmar is there, and I think Hilmar is just about to say, we're just gonna go and do it. So this is actually kind of, I think, where the original idea behind Slush Play went and got created. So that was in November 2014. So it was a miraculous job of creating the first edition of Slush Play. And that was in Gamla Bio here, downtown. And that was in April. So that was pretty impressive to pull that off for the first year since November until April to create that event. It was a slightly smaller venue, but still an awesome venue. And it was a great kickoff to the Slush Play initiative. But now we're at year 2. The second album, as Hilmar was referring to, can be a tricky one. But I think we pulled it off. And I think Icelandic startups pulled it off. So this is the warm-up event. That was the first event, formal event of the conference. And that was awesome. That's when the badge pickup happens and where you kind of start to meet the speakers and other attendees. There was a Junction VR Jam in Reykjavik University, where I think around 40-ish, I don't have the exact number, but 40-ish, people got together and made awesome stuff. And this is also important to have these types of events where you just go and hack and have fun as well. This is from the demo area, and I just have to say that area looked awesome in that red lighting. And it was a massive upgrade from last year when we only had demos from CCP and I think Leap Motion. But now we had a lot of companies, both on the first and second floor, showing out their stuff. And it's always fun in between presentations to go and play out new stuff. Great food, right? Really nice food. This is our actual food, not just a random picture from Google. And we had awesome demos. Everest VR, awesome, eValkyrie, and more. And then we had awesome speakers. Hilmar, Chat, and more. It's just a few name drops. Great panels as well. And then we had karaoke last night. And that was awesome. Yeah. And this is like 6:30 p.m. Like, I would have thought it had to be like 3 a.m., but you know, somehow people started singing at like 6:30 p.m., which is pretty cool. So I think that if you look at if we're just retrospecting this, it's gotten bigger. It's been an upgrade in every front, which is super, super impressive. And then tonight, I don't know if you know where the final party is hosted, but that's at the Whale Museum, like 10 or 15 minutes walk away from here, just a cab. And that's freaking full-size replicas of whales, and it's actually just astonishing being in there. And we're going to have some of the demos that were here at the demo area are going to be in there, so you can just imagine, you know, there's a whale behind you, and you're like in eValkyrie with your VR goggles. It's just something unique, I have to say. So this is Whale Museum. Starts tonight, 8 p.m. Now, if you're just looking over all of this, it's amazing, I have to say, for year 2. And we have to give a huge, 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 huge shout out to Icelandic startups, and I want to get them all up on stage, and also the volunteers who are in the room, because they deserve a hand of applause. Come up here. Yes, quite many of you. This is an awesome team, awesome volunteers, working day and night the past days, past weeks as well. So please give them a hand of applause for an awesome job. All right. So I want to close this on maybe thinking a little bit about Slush Play, what it can be, and what we have to offer, what the value proposition is, and how we can make sure it grows. You can ask, like, why is it here, and why is it now? And I think like those two questions have pretty straightforward, like the short answers are pretty straightforward. The first one is, why are we here? Well, Iceland has become a pretty attractive place to visit. I'm pretty sure that plays a factor in people coming here want to experience the country as well. So we're trying to utilize that momentum for Iceland in having the event here. But then it's also the VR traction that we have here with the companies here in Iceland. So I'll just take this image when Mark Zuckerberg is announcing the Gear VR, and he uses Gunjack from CCP to do that. You know, and that's the most sold game to date for VR. And this is impressive, like to have Iceland at the forefront. Even though it's super early, we're still at the forefront. So I think we can do a lot in utilizing these two primaries to kind of make it grow, make it bigger. So thinking about the role of Slush Play going forward, and this is me speaking on behalf of the Icelandic Gaming Industry, so it's just kind of maybe views from us. I mean, we think that like if we look at the desert, I don't know if you were at Hilmar's welcome speech yesterday, but there might be a desert. Like there could be that VR doesn't grow super fast because we usually have expectations for the near term that it's hard to follow them through. But long term, I think we know what's bound to happen. I put a metaphoric sun in there, a little nice touch for the potential desert walk ahead. But this is normal. Like, sorry for the bad quality of the image, but if you look at how life cycles of technological revolutions occur, they go through these phases, where they go through eruption, into a frenzy where, FOMO, fear of missing out, too much money into it, sometimes a bubble, crash, but then the actual golden age starts to happen, and then it reaches maturity over time. And this is something that we've seen with a lot of other technologies, so it's actually quite predictable. It's quite predictable. We've seen this, some things that are not in this image, but the internet, mobile, and other stuff, chips from Intel and such. So how do we put Slush Play into this perspective? Well, I see an opportunity where we're ahead of the curve with conferences that are focusing on VR, for example. There's not a whole lot of conferences with VR. There's a bunch of gaming conferences, but not a whole lot of conferences for VR. This is where I see an opportunity, so that we utilize Iceland, we utilize our head start that we have with the companies that we have here, and we can build up that when it actually goes into more mass, when it actually hits the growth stage, then Slush Play is the conference, and it is the VR event that people look to, not anywhere else. Like that's the main event that you can go to on a global scale. So this is just what I can see Slush Play becoming, and I'm super excited about it because I truly believe that even though we're, last year 200 people, now maybe 300, 350, 400, it's the quality over the quantity right now. And so I think we have to make sure also that we don't try to grow too fast, but we still maintain the quality that we have for the event. And your feedback is key, everyone. Attendees, speakers, partners, those who are supporting the conference, we have to be critical as well about what this can become. So you have to be verbose with us, and we need to be acceptable to the feedback as well, and be reachable for it. So I know that Icelandic startups will, send out, those quizzes, I would say, or try to get that feedback from you guys. And I encourage you to follow through on that, because we really want to learn on how to make this an event that can grow and become even better. We can always improve it. So that was it for me. I just want to say thank you on behalf of IGI, who kind of helped with some of the things, but it's been mostly Icelandic startups doing a lot of amazing stuff. And I also encourage you, again, it's not over yet. We have a freaking epic final party. I'm extremely excited about it. And I hope to see as many of you there tonight. So thank you for the conference.